Hello everybody, welcome back to another Slender Tech video. Today we're going to be looking at a piece of software called Bing Desktop. Bing Desktop was a piece of software developed between the years... Let me Google that actually real quick. Or Bing it, rather. Or search Crew it, actually, sorry. Okay, yeah, so Bing Desktop was actually developed in 2012. That was when the first beta version came out. It only supported Windows 7, but once 1.1 released, it also supported Windows XP. So, I already have the original beta version. This is Bing Desktop 1.0.45.0. So, one of the things I failed to explain in the video is how to change the layout. So as you can see here, it's on the center of my screen, and if I open another window, it stays in the desktop. But you can change that. You click on the cog icon, hover over settings, and then click pin the search box to the top of your screen. But just for the purposes of the content, we're gonna just put it back at the center. In this beta version, you can see the Bing homepage wallpaper, which this still works, by the way. This program fully works on Windows 7. I can literally just search up hello world, and it'll search in Bing. It's obviously not the old version of Bing, but it is the modern version of Bing. I think it's actually weird because it looks like they're using Arial here. Generally, they used Sego UI. I'm pretty sure they didn't use Arial. I mean, unless I'm mistaken. But you also have in here, you can make the daily homepage image your desktop background, which I have. If I disable that, it's just going to be the default Windows 7 background. You can also use Windows key H as a keyboard shortcut. So if I do that, it'll focus my cursor on the search box. So this is pretty much all there is to the original version of Bing Desktop. Now, we have a bunch of other different versions. So we installed 2012. Now let's go to 2013, which I actually have installed on my main computer, but we're going to install it on here. And this time you can see it gives you the option to set Internet Explorer as your default browser. And we're going to uncheck that because I don't want that. It's not even supported anymore. As you can see, this time it looks a lot different. It looks a lot more metroized, so it looks a lot more like Windows 8. You can see we have a lot more preferences. We can change the color to black if we want, change it to green. We can change it to purple, or it can be on blue. So in here, we have when app is collapsed, click to expand instead of hover. And you also have the option to automatically open when Windows starts, which you had in the last version. Turn on search history, which was here already, so that's not anything new. And you also have the option to turn on inline search, which on certain websites, when you select text, it'll come up with a little orangish, mauvish button that'll have a search icon, and you can search Bing. It doesn't work anymore for some reason, but it's old software. What are you going to expect? As you can see in this new version, Bing Desktop icon is actually orange now. It used to be yellow. I much prefer the yellow version. Now it actually, in this version, gives us the option to set the wallpaper. It doesn't have to be the exact one that is by default. You also have options for when it minimizes now. You can show an icon in the taskbar, so if I hit this, it'll be this icon. You can also show a search box on the taskbar, which will add the Bing Desktop toolbar on your taskbar. And you can just search Bing from this little taskbar right here. And if you click this, it'll bring it back up. You can also have it as an icon in the notification area, which it would just be one of these little icons here. It's already there, so that's not really worth demoing. Also, when app is collapsed, use Windows key Y to expand. As you can see, they changed it from Windows key H to Windows key Y. I don't know why it's H and Y. It's really confusing to me, but whatever. As you can see, this is version 1.3.174.0. So this is a little bit newer than the last one. It's not actually a beta version. But one of the main features here, as you can see, is this new toolbar underneath here. You can still search the web, that works. But now you can select things to add to your toolbar. So I can have weather here. I can have news here, which actually just crashes, so it doesn't work. You can also have trending, which does not work, or pictures. None of this stuff works. Videos does not work. There was also a Facebook integration where you could have your Facebook content synced there, but that is also not working. The only one that still works is the Bing weather applet here. You can, of course, set different weather things, and you can add a location here, and you can set Fahrenheit, Celsius, blah, blah, blah. So that's pretty much it for this, but I did forget to show you one thing. This now acts as a normal window. You can drag it anywhere on the desktop. It's not just center and top. And if you want to, you can even just dock it to the top of your screen like the last one. But now you can also move it anywhere you want on the top of the screen. If you want it on the top left, you can dock it up there. Now it's time to install the version from 2014. And as you can see, they've updated the Bing logo, even on the installer. So that will get updated. And it also asks you if you want to set Internet Explorer as the default browser. I'm going to say no and hit finish. And this time, it looks like all they've done pretty much is change the icon to a monitor with the yellow Bing logo this time again. Very nice. It's still same preferences, except now they've added popular now keywords in search box. They still have the same exact colors, which is, you know, expected. And now it's Windows Key Q. So this is pretty much the same as the last version. I just updated it kind of slightly a little bit, so it fits more in line with the modern Bing logo from the time. Okay, the next version of Bing Desktop I installed already, and it has the settings aren't any different. It's basically just the same thing, except it has the wallpaper chooser on the toolbar now, and it also has a lot more wallpaper settings. Now, this was downloaded from 2016 on the Wayback Machine. We can see here it's still from 2013, and it's version 1.3.478.0. Oh, whoa. Hey, I actually just totally didn't even realize this. Now there's this whole thing on the desktop here that has information about the wallpaper, which, like I said, doesn't work. You can change it, refresh it, which I don't really want to do. You can also search on Bing, so it'll just take you to bing.com/images/wallpaper. It also has Facebook content. You can share the wallpaper on Facebook. So it looks like as these have progressed, it's gotten more and more centered around the Bing wallpaper collection itself, rather than just being able to search Bing from your desktop. As you can see with the evolution of this, it's gone from literally just being a search bar with options of where to put it to being able to check your weather and have the desktop background change with it. As I mean, it was like that with the first version too, but it's a lot more extravagant in the last version, and there's a bunch of different categories and stuff. So as you can probably tell, that is it for Bing Desktop. You know, I would love to talk more about it. There's not much else to say. And that's just that. Yeah, whatever. Agurabaya.